And so this video begins. Thanks for clicking on my video. Check out this view from my hotel window. Look at that. The mountains. This is perhaps the best view I have ever had from a Best Western. This is called Best Western Mountain View in LEJ, Georgia. This is where I stayed last night. As I promised at the end of last night's video, I would show you where I'm staying. Here you go. Welcome back to North Georgia. One more look. We'll go down here. These people are enjoying the views by the benches. Check it out. Best view at the Best Western. The mountains are calling. We're actually heading that way today. Placed my bags already in my car. My room was right here. There's more of a view out here. I couldn't see this side of these mountains from my room window. Let me zoom in for you. Check it out. Just gonna go to the left here. Mountain View Best Western. I'll tell you what, I got here at night. I had no idea what I was gonna wake up and see this morning. I had a feeling I was pretty elevated because I came up this steep driveway. So amazing. There's a Ford dealership down there too. See the sign? Ford. All right, guys. Well, let's get it going. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. If it's your first time, this is my Sasquatch collar that I bought at Merrimack Caverns in Missouri. You may recall. We are in Bigfoot country, my friends, and today I am heading to one of the biggest, most glorious Bigfoot roadside attractions out there, Expedition Bigfoot. Wait till you see this place. I've actually been there before. It's been a few years though. I think it was 2023. Chris, the girl, and I, my fiance, we visited Expedition Bigfoot for the first time, and we were blown away with how amazing this museum was. And we walked in there as skeptics, and that is the point in my life I became a Bigfoot believer. There is so much evidence of Bigfoot. Now, there's a difference between evidence and proof, but science says if you have enough evidence, then you're getting onto something. And there's a lot of evidence to see inside of Expedition Bigfoot of the existence of Bigfoot. Now, the Bigfoot community has taken a blow. The Patterson film, the famous 1970s Bigfoot film, is said to have been debunked. There's a documentary out. I have not seen it, so I cannot give my opinion on it. But just so you know, that's been floating around the Bigfoot community. That would be a blow because that was never disproven and it looked very real. So I'm anxious to see if they have anything on that in the museum, if they have adapted that, changed it since that news came out. It's stuff like that that I am just so fascinated with. Cryptids, of course, Bigfoot. There's been so many sightings of Bigfoot, hundreds of thousands. Every Native American tribe in the North America have a tale of a Bigfoot-like creature. That's where we get the name Sasquatch. That's a Native American word. Anywho, we're going to go check out this roadside attraction. You never know what we will run into before and afterwards. It's all about Expedition Bigfoot. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you're a Bigfoot fan, if you want to find Bigfoot, you're in the right place. If you got the tools, you've got the power. And welcome to downtown LEJ, Georgia. Antique stores, coffee shops, restaurants. Actually paid $5 to park over there. Paid parking lot. I am heading to a coffee shop. I need the internet. I've got to put the finishing touches on yesterday's video. It's the town that has my name in it. Jay. All right, welcome to the quiet side of the north end of Main Street. We got a pokey place here. We've got a bakery. And then over here is the coffee shop. This looks so classic. They've got a neon sign in the window, classic coffee sign. They are open. All right, Mountain Town coffee. This'll do. Internet and some Java. Not just coffee, but books and records. This place is super cool. All kinds of physical media. Check out the old TV. This takes me back to the 90s. We got Goldmember up there too. Yeah, baby. We got VHS. This place is really neat. The coffee shop is over to the right. There he is, Bigfoot. Bigfoot Bendy. Found the horror section. Cool. They've got a ton of horror. Alright, this place is awesome. It's got like a spooky vibe too. Check out the skeleton in the kayak. Ha! Any Voltron or Transformers fans? Oh, there's Reptar. Alright. Cool. And they also have video games here and DVDs. You can play these in board games. They got a... Oh, I could bring some VHS in here. They got a VCR. I feel like something cold. Shaken espresso.
Thank you.
Would be really nice. Also, they have local favorites. Honey Bear, Cinnamon Roll, Bigfoot. Oh, they got a Bigfoot coffee. Here's my ice shaken espresso. I love the cups. Got a pretty flower on there. Like a mason jar kind of thing going on there. This place is a hidden gem. Let's see how it tastes. Nectar of the gods. Bold and smooth. I like when coffees don't have an acidic taste. That's good coffee. Bold and smooth. Ooh. Put some hair on your chest, just like Bigfoot. Alright, what a find. VHS, books, coffee, records, media. Check them out. Tell them Tampa J sent you. This is a really nice town. LJ. Now we gotta get going though. We gotta find Mr. Bigfoot. I got the Invaders, Iron Eagle 3, Sudden Impact, and Superman 4. Alright folks, just northeast of downtown LJ. Check this out. This is a roadside oddity. Yell at the screen. What is that? Well, it's a giant squidbilly, of course. It's massive. Check it out. It's got an awesome hat. Look what it says. You can't fix stupid if you don't broken. I believe that's what it says. This is awesome. There is like a whitewater rafting / pizza attraction up the hill here. I'm not so sure where I'm standing right now, who owns this property. I just kind of pulled off. Looks like we're welcome to check out the giant squidbilly. Steve was here, mother. Whoa, okay. A lot of people have marked. Pardon the profanities. I didn't write them myself. Looks like Red Dragon's been here too. Oh boy. And here's the backside of the squidbilly. He's got his snapback undone right there. Pretty neat. Pretty accurate. Someone lied. Sonny lied. Oh no. You could entertain yourself all day by just reading everything that's on the giant squidbilly. I think he's like made of foam or something. That's like hard foam. Also, people have signed this canoe down here. I used to have a canoe like this. This will help put things into perspective for you. He's gigantic. Welcome to the giant squidbilly of LJ. I'm gonna sign the eyeball. All right, here we go. There you go. Got it. I signed the left eye, which would be the squidbilly's right eye. I'm also gonna place a lovebird sticker on squidbilly here. This is the restaurant I ate with my friends Brad and Amanda in Lakeland, Florida the other day. I'm gonna stick it on you. I'm gonna stick you. I'm gonna go right here next to this awesome artwork of the squidbilly with the chicken right there. Hashtag lovebird Lakeland. There you go. There you go. Cool to see this. This is not too far from Expedition Bigfoot. The main creature to feature is coming. This is a cool creature to feature too. See a big squidbilly? And look at this, abandoned river bus. This was a former shuttle bus to something called Carnegie River Experience. The windows are wide open. Check it out. Are you experienced? That question can go for a lot of things, but I'm assuming it's for whitewater rafting. Oh wow. Okay, it looks like you can get in here. A lot of people have. Hello. O'Doyle rules. I'm gonna turn this bus around. Always think of Chris Farley. Wonder if the horn works. No. No battery. And in case you're wondering about this chair in my back seat, and if you missed yesterday's video at the end, this is the chair I bought at the Lakeland Antique Mall. It is from Restaurantosaurus, Dinoland, USA. Rest in peace. A beloved area of Walt Disney World that was themed to Roadside America that no longer exists, except in my back seat. Taking it home. All right, don't go this way on this driveway. It's one heck of a drop off, although my car can make that. What, don't believe me? You don't say. Hey, y'all, watch this. The last words of a squidbilly. Ain't a thing but a chicken wing. We got it. All right, here we come, Bigfoot. And this is the pizza joint next to the squidbilly. Cartacay River. Okay, it's the Cartacay River. All right, guys, no RVs or trailers. The address is 1934 Georgia Highway 515. Welcome to the Expedition Bigfoot Research and Reporting Center. It's not just a roadside attraction for amusement, it's also educational. All right, pardon the noise. It is a roadside attraction. This giant Sasquatch is made with a bunch of sticks. Notice the moon behind him there. Expedition Bigfoot. He's got a big foot, I assure you. Yep, pretty big. I like the music going on here. Kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park. Like we're going on an expedition, huh? We are near the Chattahoochee National Forest. And here's the sign that was on the opposite side of the building the last time I was here with Chris. The Sasquatch Museum. It's now right here before the main door. This reminds me of Everest, the Yeti attraction at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I like the wood-carved big feet here. Got the hiker's pack, the hiking boots. You've got the Antarctica expedition stuff all set out. It's a really cool vibe. We're going on an Expedition Bigfoot, and this is the base camp, established 1954, the ranger station. We can also clean our boots right there if we need to. They got a boot cleaner. Noise-canceling headphones are available for people who experience auditory sensitivity. Well, that's very nice. And here we are. Expedition Bigfoot. Good to be back. This is where we'll enter.
It's going to be $9.
All right, $9.
It is the self-guided tour. You can take as long as you'd like, take as many pictures as you'd like. These folks on this wall are some of the top researchers and scientists in our Bigfoot world. That white line right there is the best place for you to hear our 1-minute welcome video. We suggest you start to the room to the right.
To the right? Go right. Okay.
It is a dead end from the rest of the museum. There's 10 exhibits in there, some DNA information against that back off. Of course, it's also home to our famous Bigfoot poop.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to miss that now.
Don't miss the poop.
Today, they're also showing an older documentary. It's about an hour long in a loop, so watch what you have time for.
Okay.
Behind this wall in front of us is our normal theater. That one shows a 20-minute animated movie called The Wild Man of Kentucky.
Oh.
The middle room is dedicated to a lot of our cast. There's more than just footprints. When you get down to that third room and you see the headsets, pick them up and put them on. You'll be able to hear how the Bigfoot vocalize and communicate with each other, all their noises that they make. They have their own language. It's called samurai chatter. I don't understand it, but if you do, fill me in on the way out, okay? Our restrooms are against the back wall in the middle. There's
hey, good to see you again.
In every nook and cranny, so enjoy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
All right, that was an awesome introduction. It's good to be back. Let's see what's new. I love that they have like the Bigfoot Hunters Hall of Fame here. Pictures. I do recognize a couple of these guys. Dr. Jeff Meldrum just passed away about 6 or 7 months ago. We had just purchased his book, and he was at the Smoky Mountain Bigfoot conference last year, and little did we know at that point that he would not be with us. He is very worldly renowned in Bigfoot research. Check out his book. We've got the book at home. Rest in peace. This place is cool. Do you believe? I was invited to stop here at this white line. The audio's up here. You can hear it pretty well. Oh, here we are. I like that. This kind of sounds like Jurassic Park. All right, we were told to walk to the right. This is above the door. You got to look up You've got some Sasquatch up there. We've got a lot of imprints in here as far as footprints. These are casts that were taken out and about, found in the wild. So this exhibit by the door is all about the Florida skunk ape. We've got two Bigfoot casts. These prints were found in Florida. This one over here is from the Green Swamp. I just passed through the Green Swamp 2 nights ago. It is a large forest, and I was passing through at night and I was thinking there's probably a Bigfoot out here, a skunk ape. That is a big foot. And here is a Bigfoot imprint. Looks like it came from Mercer Bayou from November 2004, Lyle Blackburn. It's a little smaller than the one from Florida. Notice the indentation here on the inside of the foot. It's kind of jagged. All legit Bigfoot imprints have this same kind of shape. Here's the one in Florida. It's a lot bigger, but it's got that weird shape. And here's another one right there. Here's one of the most famous photographs of a Bigfoot in Florida, of a skunk ape. All right, here's footage of Bigfoot sightings. Something moving right there. This right here is called Bigfoot sign. Stuff in the woods that is unexplained. A lot of people say that these crossed limbs are a sign of a Bigfoot. These were all taken in different locations. This one here looks more like a hut. Here's another one. It's like a Bigfoot lean-to. That right there is a big chunk of poopy. Joe dirt. A 36-inch specimen was collected by researcher Dr. Matthew Johnson in his Southern Oregon interaction area in 2016. It was found on a logging road, steaming warm to the touch between 26-inch tracks left by Sasquatch he calls Zorth. Dr. Johnson estimates Zorth stands 10 feet tall, and he has been observed by multiple witnesses invited to his site. There's a documentary going here in the middle of the room. Check out this mural. Backwoods Adventure, Bigfoot Tour. Join the Sasquatch Watch. Giant skeleton found in cave in Montana. There's a ton of artifacts in here. What I'm looking at are these bones. It says these bones were found deep in an Idaho cave system, split with the marrow sucked out of them. You can see that they're real there. Alright, so right there to the right is a normal size humanoid skull. Here is one found, a giant human skull with 2 rows of teeth were found inside the Lovelock Caves by guano hunters, people who hunt bat droppings. These were once on display at a local museum but have since been locked up in backroom vaults. Also found was a pair of reed sandals 15 feet long.
He was perceived as a frightful beast who stole women and children. He was now seen as a benign, gentle, timid creature.
Check it out here in the corner.
Brief,
Sasquatch Research Center.
Demonsterized. But there's more to it than this.
This is a working research laboratory. Please look but do not touch. Above the desk they have these very creepy busts of Sasquatch. All kinds of photos. A bulletin board over here. We've got a map up here. Missing 411. Missing people. Mostly in national forests. Overdue hiker. Johnny Jean Daniel. Call Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park. We've got an example of someone checking out a cast of a Bigfoot here. Got the magnifying light. Got the brushes. There's the imprint. This is scary. I don't know what this documentary is, but I want to know more. The Bigfoot's in the house. Alright, so we have exited the first room, passing by where we entered, and welcome. I remember this room. It's amazing. Lots of stuff to see. This exhibit in the middle is on the abominable snowman, Mr. Yeti. So many footprints and cases around here too. This is an original 16-inch Bluff Creek cast taken November 5th, 1959. And here's a photograph of the man who cast it right there. Adventurer Tom Slick Jr. from 1956 until his death in 1962, Texas oil tycoon Tom Slick Jr. led numerous expeditions in search of the Yeti and Bigfoot. His adventures were followed by many of the world's largest newspapers of the time. This collection of artifacts chronicling his years of research was donated to the museum by his family in 2016. There is so much stuff to look at here. Look at this. Yeti scalp, Nepal. Notice they're keeping it at 21.7 degree to keep it preserved. Tom Slick's Snowman Expedition photo collection. Look at all these Polaroids. Some pretty gnarly pictures of the mountains. Pictures of the mountains. I think this is Nepal. Wow. Alright, I remember this. This really creeped me out last time. This is the finger bone, DNA tested and shown to contain human DNA. It is a giant hand. Look how big that is. I have pretty big hands, but that is the hand of a giant. Yeah, it looks so real, so creepy. This was found in Nepal. They're calling it a Yeti hand. Pengbaki, I think is how they pronounce that. Alright, showing you what's going on here. Bigfoot through history. Nice little timeline on the wall. Also many different casts on pedestals here. This one here, cripple foot, right foot to left. They're saying that this Bigfoot was crippled. Alright, so Native American tribes have performed ritual dances and handmade Sasquatch costumes for hundreds of years, traditionally made from bear skins and painted ceremonial masks. Each tribe had their own name of these creatures. Sasquatch. Check out the mask there. And here's a costume made by the Neohalim. Idiaitai. It's the native word. Alright, so this is the backside of the Abominable Snowman exhibit. And then across the way, check this out. We've got Georgia and Florida represented. A ton of Bigfoot imprints. Since the last time I've been here, they have totally added a lot more stuff. And here's a Bigfoot print that was cast in Pike County, Georgia in 1997, Elkins Creek. That is one of the larger imprints we've seen so far. It's almost as big as the case. Bigfoot hand, Paul Freeman, Blue Mountains, Washington, 1986. Okay, so green is for first-hand visual sightings. Yellow is for first-hand sightings where the animal was not clearly seen. And pink indicate the frequency and general area where Bigfoot was sighted. Now keep that key in mind. Here's the state of Florida. So green is first-hand sightings. A lot down the Everglades, Mayaca area. Big Green Swamp is right in that area. Ocala National Forest, there's a ton, of course. Up near Jacksonville. And the Panhandle. And the same thing for Georgia. Look up here in our area here. Withlacoochee National Forest, Blue Ridge, we're right up there. Lots of green. Alright, so this is where we can listen to the sounds of a Bigfoot. I remember doing this last time. Bigfoot is a scary sounding beast. I still have dreams about the sounds I heard. Nightmares. So this is called Witness Sketches. There's a documentary going here to listen to. These are sketches of Bigfoot after people saw it described it, either drew it out themselves or had an illustrator draw what they described. Witness sketch by Sybilla Irwin, 1978. Pembroke, Massachusetts. Description: young girl sees creature through her kitchen window. And this was what she described. Sketch by Sybilla Irwin. Sighting date: April 2016, Bailey, Colorado. Daytime sighting on an active hiking trail.
Two legs, just like we did. But it was just too human. The face was too human. The eyelashes, the teeth, the jaw structure, the forehead, it was light brown. The face was light brown, like it had a dark suntan. But I couldn't pull the trigger because something told me this ain't right. It's not the right thing to do.
Check out the big Sasquatch over here. Man, they are tall. They've got the wind blowing over here in the corner. And a soundtrack, the wind blowing through the mountains. Looks like a Yeti attacked this encampment on top of Everest. Here's a photograph of an imprint. And here's the imprint right here. Shipped in photo. This photo and print are from 1 mile long trail footprints found by Eric Shipton and Michael Ward. Minlunk Glacier, Himalayas, altitude 18,000 feet, November 9th, 1951. Just imagine the Yeti tearing apart your encampment. Alright, this is the famous... I'll let you guess what this is before I say it. What kind of imprint is that? Alright, you had enough time. This is the buttocks imprint of a Sasquatch. Taken in Walla Walla, Washington, May 1993. It says that Paul Freeman discovered tracks that led to a sandy bank along Dry Creek. The Sasquatch apparently sat down on the edge of the elevated bank and left a distinct imprint, which Freeman cast. Bigfoot got back. These skeletal figures represent just a few giant human remains unearthed and documented in historical records, along with the historical counts of Goliath, who had 3 brothers as big as he, OG King of Bashan, whose bed was 13.5 foot long, and Maximus Thrax, a Caesar of Rome. So yes, the Bible does talk of giants, and these are historical documented skeletons. 36 foot tall, the one all the way to the right. This one right here, 19.6, 12 foot, 15. This was Turkey. We know that the world's tallest man, Mr. Wadlow, I think he was about 12 feet tall, so there you go. Alright, this is the recreation, the story of Ape Canyon. This is out west. I've heard this story before. It's really cool. These men were in the woods and they shot at something during the day where they were out for a hunt, and they went back to their cabin, and at night they were surrounded by giant apes. They called it, and that's the reason why they called it Ape Canyon. The apes were trying to get inside the cabin. They're kind of recreating it here. Of course, they didn't know what a Sasquatch was back then, so they called them apes. Kelso police start hunt for ape man on mountain. If devils are there, we'll find them, say mountain men. Here's a rifle. Fred Beck shown with the actual Winchester rifle he used during the Ape Canyon incident. And there he is talking about it as an older man years later. This happened in the late 1800s. There's an RTV at the center of this room. Check it out. Looks like someone took some peanut butter, which is said to be loved by Sasquatch. There you go. Check out the giant skull here. Giant skeletons found. Cave in Mexico gives up the bones of an ancient race. Now, I've heard all kinds of accounts of giants. There's one going around right now. It happened in Afghanistan. A team of military guys from the U.S. encountered a giant in a cave. It took the lives of several servicemen, but they were ultimately... Have you heard this? It's amazing. It's on the internet. Of course, you got to believe everything that's on the internet, but this is a story going on right now. about battling giants, U.S. military battling giants in Afghanistan. Well, this talks about Teddy Roosevelt's Bigfoot story, which I've heard before. The Bowman story by President Teddy Roosevelt, written in his book, The Wilderness Hunter. All right, so there is a corner over here I haven't got to yet. There's a guest book there. We'll have to sign that. Looks like we have, ooh, The Legend of Boggy Creek. One of my favorite Bigfoot movies, old school. Not just a movie, but an actual legend. So many Bigfoot sightings in Arkansas. Check out this imprint. Three-toed cast, a three-toed Bigfoot. Boggy Creek monster still stalks folks. And here's a map showing you. Looks like Miller County, Texarkana, right there. Looks like all the way down here. The Legend of Boggy Creek. There's the world premiere poster. It's from a newspaper. That's really cool. Got some still shots from the movie. They've got the trailer on a loop here. Creature of Black Lake, which is another Bigfoot movie. I've actually seen that. That's really good. We got The Wild Man of Kentucky. I have not seen that yet. And here you go. The Legend of Boggy Creek. The poster. Next to the theater intermission, we've got some classic theater intermission cartoons. Let's all go to the lobby. Boggy Creek 2. You know what? I've never seen that. Honestly, didn't know that existed. Or at least I forgot about it. Alright, a little TMI, but I had to use the restroom. I'm only showing you this because look what's by the door in the restroom. An autographed picture of Robert Redford from Jeremiah Johnson. I believe that's Jeremiah Johnson. Gifting. Gifting of food is the universal symbol of friendship. Here are some suggestions when gifting Sasquatch. Peanut butter, chocolate, candy bars, specifically Zagnut bars are a favorite. Had no idea. Zagnut. Raw almonds, apples, honey buns, and honey. Bigfoot likes all the good stuff. Also, it says other items that have been gifted are marbles, small mirrors, stuffed toys, and bubble wrap. Bigfoot loves plushies. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna walk through the museum, let it roll so you can take it all in. Showing you pretty much everything, but I can't show you everything if you know what I mean. There is so much to see in here. That's the theater over there. It's the back side of the Abominable Snowman exhibit. That's the exit over there. Pretty cool, huh? And I did not see anything on the Patterson Gimlin. Now, there's a lot of hoaxes out there. Don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of evidence. A Sasquatch should have a sagittal crest, a lot like an ape. It should have a very big butt. And it should have the same imprint, style of imprint that we've shown you. That jagged edge on the inward part of the foot. See the jagged edge on the inner part? There it is right there. One there. One there. Right in there. And then this is the, oh, this is the crippled foot. This is why it's different, but it does have that jagged edge facing outward. Last year when I moved to Tennessee and went to the Bigfoot conference, I started doing my own research on Bigfoot. I found that Teddy Roosevelt, Daniel Boone, and Davy Crockett all have a Bigfoot story. And at those times, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, those names weren't a thing. They were all of gigantic wild men. And the crazy thing about Davy Crockett's story is, you can look this up, he wrote this in a letter. He sent it back to Tennessee. He was on his way to Texas. He said that he saw a giant creature in the woods and that it talked to him and it told him that he should not be going to Texas, that he should return to Tennessee. He sent that letter just a couple weeks before he passed away at the Alamo. I will link that story in the description below. It's pretty wild. But he talked of talking to a creature, and this would have been in Texas. A giant creature, and he talked to it. And also Daniel Boone and his son encountered a wild man in the forest, a beast, and of course Teddy Roosevelt. Sightings on the AT, the Appalachian Trail. So each mark is a Bigfoot sighting, starting all the way up in Maine. Check it out. There's a lot of red dots. Bigfoot sightings. First account, hikers hiking the AT. It looks like most of the dots, here's Tennessee, most of them are kind of up north. All right, we have exited the museum. We now find ourselves exiting through the gift shop, of course. They've got a bunch of stuff here. Much more merchandise than I remember the last time. It's a really neat t-shirt there. Sasquatch coffee. Believe. Here's the logo of Expedition Bigfoot. They got it in black. Blue Ridge, Georgia. There you go. They do have Christmas ornaments. Awesome. They're like felt, kind of like a sponge almost. They've got books on other cryptids, of course. We got books on Mothman here. The Bigfoot Files, the reality of Bigfoot in North America. That looks pretty good. That's by David Hatcher Childress. Giant Expedition Bigfoot magnet. Also, they got one here. It's like the national park, but it says World Sasquatch Conservancy. I like that. They've got a nice cryptid library in here, so you're invited to sit over here and check out their library. Tons of books on Bigfoot and cryptids. I see some weird Tennessee in there. Taxidermy. Check this out. Bigfoot Christmas lights on the mantle. That's neat. Got a Sasquatch statue on that clock. I like that painting. Bigfoot running off with a deer there. In the frozen tundra. I like the barbed wire. There you go. The beast of Boggy Creek. The true story of the Fawk Monster. Alright, as I said, kids have the best shirts. I wish they had this in my size. Squatch Park. Looks like we can buy Bigfoot movies here and documentaries. Sasquatch Odyssey, Bigfoot in Europe, Invasion of Chestnut Ridge, and my favorite Bigfoot movie, Harry and the Hendersons, $15.95. I don't have that on DVD. They've got a lot of Bigfoot merchandise, of course, Bigfoot everything. You can just stop in here and check out the gift shop if you don't take the tour, but I don't recommend that. I recommend taking the tour. $9. Alright, so right before the door, you gotta look. There is a small exhibit just on Mothman. They've got the Point Pleasant Bridge here, photograph. Silver Bridge. A little shrine to Mothman, that's really cool. And then look at this. Mothman Museum. I need to go there. Mark Muncie's been trying to get me to go there. I met the owner at Crypticon in Lexington. So much ahead. Someday we'll get up there. Also visit the home of the Flatwoods Monster. That's in West Virginia. Got to do that. They're about ready to have a Fallout MetaZoo at the Flatwoods Monster Festival. Actually, Mark Muncie was telling me about that. Wildfire danger. The Chattahoochee Oconee National Forests are very dry. Alright, be careful, guys. Listen to Smokey. Remember, only you can prevent wildfires. Alright, goodbye. Expedition Bigfoot. I look forward to coming back. A lot of things have changed. They've added a lot of new stuff. It was good taking a break. Can't wait to come back again. I may come back soon with a friend. We'll see. And that, my friends, is one of my favorite roadside attractions anywhere. Classic. This is what it's all about right here. And it's cryptid. Bigfoot. I'll be back. I am precisely 95 miles from home, just about a 3-hour drive. I'm going to take the scenic route through the North Georgia mountains. Who knows? We might see Bigfoot. I didn't see a Bigfoot collar in there, so thankfully I purchased that in Missouri now that we're away from the music. Guys, what'd you think? Let me know in the comment section. Come check them out, and if you do, please tell them Tampa J sent you. Always. I got the t-shirt. I liked it so much I bought the t-shirt. I regret not buying a t-shirt the last time I was here. I said next time I come back, I'm buying the t-shirt. Also, I got the same insignia on a little patch. This is for Chris the girl, who has also been here and will be back. We talked about her coming back soon. Maybe I'll come back with her soon. Probably won't film it, just kind of hang out. But I got her a patch because she has a jean jacket that she's been putting patches on. And I had to get this. I have been looking for this. They have plenty of these in there. Mr. Big the Foot. Miss my buddy Adam the Woo so much. It was a pleasure and an honor to get to ride around with him in his car and see Big the Foot hanging from his mirror that we had all saw in the vlogs over the years. I finally found one of these. I actually saw this last time and I didn't get it. And I remembered it was here. And in honor of my friend, who I miss very much, who was a big fan of Mr. Foot, Big the Foot, I'm gonna rock this. This is for Adam. Twisted Tomato Pizza. Okay, crossing this river, McKaysville, Georgia. Check out the old bridge over there. Once we cross this bridge and then some, we're in Tennessee. All right, I stopped here for fuel at Conoco. We are still technically in Georgia, but right here on the mural, one block up, I can see the sign that says "Welcome to Tennessee." 2 cities, 1 place. McKaysville. That's McKaysville with the C, MCC. Usually it's MCK. And I pulled over here. Check this out. A gas station with a view. We got ducks in the river. Whack, whack, whack. Great view of downtown McKaysville. People are backed up on this bridge here. Check that out. You got a steel bridge right there. Hello, duckies. They're coming. I think they heard me. Oh no, duck fight. Duck fight. The mallards. He's the king of the hill right there. He stayed up top. He's got the high ground. He's the Obi-Wan of the ducks. This may be one of the most scenic subway parking lots in all of America, although there are subways everywhere. There's probably a better one. Who knows? There could be one on the side of the Rocky Mountains. Don't be shy. Door's open. Just hop right in. I love my door open. You can do it. Come on. Let's go to Tennessee. It's right over there. And welcome to Polk County, Tennessee. Just like that. It's a really busy town. The Copper Grill. All right, a little ways up the highway from McKaysville. Welcome to a town known as Ducktown. We went from seeing ducks to going to a town named after ducks. It says it right here. Downtown Ducktown, Tennessee. First time in Ducktown. This looks like a bed and breakfast. Oh wait, it is. It says it right there. The Company House Bed and Breakfast. This looks really cool. Got the nice white house. Big porch. Check out this tree here. It's all bloomed. Ducktown's really quiet. Peaceful and quiet. Check out the classic car in front of this place. Rod's Rock and Rolls. The taste of Southeast Asia. That's cool. I love some Asian food. Especially Thai food, Vietnamese. That's a Ford Galaxy 500. I wonder if that's Rod's hot rod. And right next to Rod's, there's actually a little park in a void where a building used to be. Here's the Ducktown mural, where adventure begins. Check this out. Oh no, I hear the lawnmower. If it wasn't for that lawnmower, it'd be really quiet. Wow, what a hidden gem of a town. I am 2 hours from Knoxville. I'm going to be driving mostly through the mountains to get home too, through Tellico Plains. I think this is a great spot to end the video. What do you think? Ain't that America? Thanks for watching my videos, guys. Thank you for staying to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I shall see you very soon. Watch ahead. That's going to be the end of the video. I had a great day. It's beautiful out here. I'm happy to go home. I'll be home by 7 o'clock. I look forward to walking in the door, giving Chris a big hug, petting little Bella. We're gonna be going on some adventures soon. All of us together. Them, me, you. There's always much ahead. So thank you so much. Please know that you're awesome, that you're loved, and no matter who you are, and no matter what you're going through, know that there's always much ahead. Put one foot in front of the other and keep believing in yourself. That's it. That's the video. I hear roosters. It's so peaceful, I don't want to end it. Alright guys, I made it home to Knoxville. I brought Chris the girl a little cake too. We're celebrating. Go check out her channel for more details. Subscribe to Chris the girl on YouTube. It's good to be home.